Imagine being so equal, you can't win even with a handicap. That's the modern women's experience. Battle of the Sexes. Nick Kyrgios wins a Battle of the Sexes match against Arina Sabalenka as Big Black Cock apologized for technical issues and fans complained about bizarre new rules during controversial event. So I don't know too much about tennis, but I believe the women's was the number one currently in the world women's tennis player. The guy is ranked 600-ish, I believe. Tennis fans can correct me about this in the comments if I'm wrong. But that's not even the end of it. Just wait till you hear about the handicaps that the women's had in her favor. Nick Kyrgios comfortably beat Arina Sabalenka in a Battle of the Sexes clash plagued by technical difficulties and criticism of the modified rules. Look, the modified rules were there to give the women's an advantage. Still didn't help. And the technical difficulties were probably to hide embarrassment. Australian star Kyrgios 30 swept aside women's world number one 6-3, 6-3 at the Coca-Cola Arena in their controversial match in Dubai. The Big Black Cock were forced to apologize after technical issues interrupted their broadcast throughout the contest. It was probably out of embarrassment. They're like, shit, man, this is killing the feminazi narrative. We can't air this. Oh, this guy used to be in the top 10, but he's not now, is he? So you're saying he's past his prime, fighting against the current number one in her prime women's. I don't think that really helps her case, though. Pictures appeared jittery before they were lost altogether, prompting the Big Black Cock to issue an on-screen apology. The issue continued into the second set after Kyrgios claimed the first. Fans were also quick to criticize the match, which some labeled as ridiculous and nonsense. The generational contest pitting Sabalenka 27 against Kyrgios was played using alternative rules. Players were given one serve each, and Sabalenka's court was 9% smaller than her opponent's. Yeah. So the dude had a smaller target to aim for, and the women's had less area to cover. She was given a handicap and still lost. Equality. Data collected by Evolve, which claims to find that women's move 9% slower than men, was the reason behind the court, while the one serve directive was aimed at reducing Kyrgios' power. So what are they going to do next? Are they going to force him to play with his non-dominant arm and have one leg in a cast or something? I bet he'd still win. I mean, why is this match being played? Why is Sabalenka's court smaller? It's hardly a fair battle. It looks ridiculous, one wrote. Yeah, I mean, that person was right. That's not a fair battle. Like, her court needed to be like 75% smaller. Then maybe it would have been fair. Another added, but it's not a level playing field as the female has a smaller court, so it's not a battle of the sexes, is it? Look, she didn't have enough handicaps to make it fair, to be honest. And a third wrote, as expected, this battle of the sexes tennis match is farcical nonsense. I'm actually embarrassed for the Big Black Cock commentary team having to try and make it sound like a legitimately interesting match. Oh, look, the dude is winning again despite all the handicaps against him. What a shock. Who saw this coming? Wow, what an upset. Am I right? A fourth added, I was going to watch the Battle of the Sexes tennis match, but I've switched it off. For a true battle, it has to be played by the usual rules, not shrinking the court for the female player by 9%. What a waste of time. Still, I suppose the check is worth it. Kyrgios, who has not played a singles match since mid-March due to injury, was full of praise for Sabalenka. Dude, this was this guy's first post-injury match in like 9 months against the number one world women's player. Yeah, man, this guy got his bag. He got his paycheck, dude. Of course he's going to have nothing but praise for his opponent. Man, this bitch got me paid. I like her. What do I got to say? No, I want to make her happy, man. I owe her. It was a really tough match. He's a hell of a competitor and a great champion, he said. I didn't know what to expect. And whatever role I was to play, this was another opportunity to go out and play. All the rules were rigged against him. He was coming off of an injury. They tried everything they could to rig it in her favor, didn't they? I guess they failed. Like the check didn't clear ahead of time. They failed to tell him he was supposed to lose and make it look legit. That's like the only thing they screwed up, I guess. She broke my serve numerous times. She was putting the pressure on, hitting some amazing shots. I would love to play her again. Ultimately, it was a really hard-fought battle. I wouldn't call myself the champion tonight. I think this is a great stepping stone forward for the sport of tennis. Oh, I like that low-key diss at the end. It's not even worth considering myself a champion after this match. This is just a stepping stone for me. Wow, man. I feel sorry for her after hearing that. Damn, that was harsh. And of course, I was nervous. I don't think many people put their hand up to be in this position. The scoreline was closer. I was under the pump there. I was nervous. This was all the world was talking about for the past 6 months. Now, this I agree with. If I was in this guy's position and I saw all the handicaps they were throwing at me, I'd have that thought in the back of my head too. Like, what if I lose? How fucking embarrassing would that be? I wouldn't be able to show my face again. Shit, I'd be nervous too. Like, what if one of these handicaps is one too many and I actually lose? To get back out there and play someone as great as Arena is pretty emotional. Yeah, for my first warm-up after my injury, it was an okay match, I guess. And considering I took away one of her strengths, her first serve, she's an incredible athlete. The gap is closer. I'm not surprised. It could have gone either way. I'm not even joking because I was paid to say this. Speaking after the defeat, Sabalenka also suggested that two could have a rematch. I felt great, but I think I put up a great fight. He was struggling. He got really tight, and I was happy to see one of the guys getting tight and getting a win on my serve. I think it was a great level. I played a lot of great shots, really enjoyed the show. I feel like next time when I play him, I know the tactics, his strengths, his weaknesses, and it's going to be a better match for sure. Oh, please have the rematch. It will be pretty funny to watch. Sabalenka channeled her inner Billie Jean King and the spirit of the spectacle by descending from the top of the stadium in a sparkly jacket to become to the booming sound of Eye of the Tiger, hat tip to her Tiger nickname in her entrance. So is tennis pro wrestling now? Do all of the athletes have their own wrestling intro and entrance now? Wow, I guess that's one way to attract more attention. I mean, I did love the wrestling entrances. You know, other sports could copy that. There's worse things they could copy from pro wrestling. Despite what he says to the public, we know the truth. It's okay, man. We know you got to say what you got to say, man. You got to keep up the kayfabe. You know, speaking of pro wrestling and all.